This is Master Kambai, also known as Motita Pictal. Today, I bring you one big guy. One big guy that cannot use indirect. One big guy that likes directs. You probably guessed it. It's the Max review. This is CO Guidebook number 4. I hope you guys will enjoy. Today I go over one of my least favorite CO in this game. Uh, and you will have a fight in the background where I play him because I'm like, maybe he is truly tier 2. Because Advanced Wars by Web tells me he is tier 2. I don't agree with that. The fact that he cannot use indirect unit should make him tier 4. I don't care if you got 20% firepower increase. If you cannot use artillery, you are bad. If you cannot use artillery, you are boring. If you cannot use battleship, it's normal. They are overpriced. If you cannot use rocket, it's normal. They cannot move. Regardless, artillery are important. Now that leads me to this discussion. Max should be considered tier 4. And I know a lot of people won't agree with me. I don't care, this is my video, I say whatever I want. And my point here is the fact that Max cannot use indirects. That's why he's bad and it's boring. If you know how to defeat Max, it's really easy to defeat Max. Of course, if the other player is better than you, then it's a different story. But if you are on equal skills, I guess, the moment you know how to counter Max, you should be winning most of your game against Max. With that being said, let's go deeper inside of that character I don't like. Is day-to-day 20% increase in firepower with all direct unit, tank, anti-air, battlecopter, any naval unit that is not a battleship, bombers. Now, his weakness is what makes him so bad at this game in my own opinion. Having weak here indirect is really bad. And not just that, Max indirect lose 1 range. So this means your artillery can only shoot 4 square. And this is bad. Because usually the artillery is 8 square and you can protect more than 1 unit. And you can shield artillery with more than 1 unit. But when you're Max, the only shield you can place around your artillery is 1 infantry, 1 tank. If you place more shield, your artillery won't be able to shoot anything. Now, his power and super are really good. They both give firepower increase. I think it's 20 or 30, I forgot about the power, on top of his daily 20, so this is great. And his super is probably like 40, 50, or 60, I'm not quite sure. So his firepower becomes at like 70, and this is crazy, because he will one-shot infantry on planes. And his medium tank will one-shot tanks on planes as well. I think during the super, Max can also one-shot tanks on buildings with a medium tank, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I think I spoke enough. Here are some strat with Max. You have Max Force, use Max Force. Max Blast is the better version of it, but Max don't like too long battle. He likes it when he rushes you. Because the thing is, the longer the game will be, the worse Max will become. Why is that? Well, the longer the game will be, the more the opponent will be able to create walls and set himself and directs behind these walls. So Max need to roll on his opponent fast enough before he can create walls. If the opponent has indirects, Max is done for. Because even if you have that much firepower, if you cannot counterattack, it's bad. If your units are damaged before they can damage, it's bad. So Max always spam the max force. Uh, Sometimes if you start off your turn with the super, I can tell you, okay, use your super, but I don't suggest anyone to charge up for the super. I really suggest you to spam the power, because gaining 1 space and firepower with direct is great. Your tank are 7 space during your power, so this is just that strong. Now the super, it's the same thing but better. And that's the thing. With 6 stars, if you got ND and your unit are still in good shape, your whole army will be at full HP. With 6 stars with Brad Shell, you will launch 3 silo that will affect the entire board. And with, for example, Sensei with 6 stars, I know it's a broken one, but with Sensei 6 stars, he flooded the map with mechs. With Sasha 6 stars, the damage she deals gives her money. With 6 stars, Jay gained spaces with his indirect and firepower as well. Now, with 6 stars, who else gets something good is, let me think about it, really, Grit. Indirect with 2 more range, this is crazy. Indirect with 2 more range is crazy, so you see, Max Blast is good, but not impressive. And the max playstyle is Tank Battlecopter. You spam these, you should be fine. Now, the best way to counter a max player is Tech Up. So this means bring medium tank only tank fights. Bring neo tank only medium tank fights. And try to hold your own with a lot of infantry wall to take the hits from the tanks until you have medium tank. Try your best to have medium tank before your opponents. If you're able to have medium tank before your opponents, you will be able to shut down 2 or 3 max tank, and it will be forced into making his own medium tank. But if you can keep up with the medium tank production, when you will have 1 medium tank, you will have 2. When you will have 2 medium tank, you will have 3. So you will always be further than him. And if you manage his money badly, maybe it will take him more than 1 turn to have the money for a medium tank. So maybe you will be able to have 2 medium tank ahead of him. And of course, when you have the money, get a Neo tank. Neo tank are one of the best units against Max. And when you play as Max, they are good, but Max likes it aggressive. He needs a lot of unit to be effective. If you place all your money on one Neo tank with Max, your Neo tank will be OP. But the moment it's shut down, you cannot do anything anymore. If you have a lot of fodder with Max, you can pressure your enemy enough. Because with his power and super, his tank can compete with medium tank. Of course they will get blown up, but the medium tank will get serious hits. So yeah. Take up against Max, create walls, and now here's something. indirects are good and bad against Max. They are good if well placed in forest and with good shield. They can be great. But if you don't know how to play with indirect, Max will just push through your wall and crush you. You will fail miserably. So I hope guys enjoyed. As I said earlier in the video, I don't like Max. I don't play Max. When I see Max player, I'm like, okay, that's a brain dead player. Of course, if you go in League, Eagle versus Max can be interesting. Max will tend to win against Eagle because he has a better day-to-day. But pit Max versus Olaf, uh, the snow can truly affect Max pushes. And if you have Winter Fury, it's even better. Drake can uh, keep up with Max. Now, why is that so? Well, despite having a bad day-to-day, Drake drain the fuel and the HP out of Max. So that will force Max to making APCs or to retreat and get fuel back. So Drake is one of the perfect counters against Max. Olaf is also a good counter. And Andy and Max are pretty even. I should say Max has the edge because of his day-to-day. But the fact that Andy can heal and use indirect can really flip the table properly if the Andy player is good enough. And if you go in tier 4 territory, Jake, in my own opinion, is probably like a bit better than Max because he can use indirects and because his indirect can get more spaces during super. So yeah, uh, I hope guys enjoyed that CEO review. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.